And instead, today we're going to finish with an atheist named Monique from Florida. You are on with Jenna and Matt. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
Hi, Monique.
Hi there.
How are you?
So, I have found myself in a bit of a pickle. My father is in his 70s. I am his caregiver. He's a paralyzed veteran. He's survived cancer. And he has asked me to do something I don't even know how to do. See, my mom is a Catholic. She is very devoted. She goes to Mass 7 times a week. She's also got Alzheimer's, so reasoning with her is very difficult. My dad has asked me to make sure that when he passes, we don't have a religious funeral and that there's nobody praying over him.
Oh,
over for him.
Yeah. Okay. There's some confusion in the call screeners thing because it seemed like it was written that your dad was asking you to make sure that your mom doesn't get a religious funeral, and I had a completely different answer for that. So so funerals are for the people who are left behind. We respect the wishes of people who are dying because it affects their life while they're still alive, not because they're going to experience anything after they're dead. So if my dad came to me and said, "Hey, I don't want a religious service of any type," I would do everything in my power, which may be nothing, depending on, the legal issues around, what kind of state my mom is in and whether she's going to have control of this. I can't ever stop anybody from praying for somebody. I can't stop them from, I can't stop the Mormons from baptizing me as a Mormon after I'm dead. But I also won't give a shit because I'll be dead. You should do everything you can to make sure your dad knows that you will work to fulfill his wishes, that you can't control the entire world. You certainly can't control your mom or somebody else from praying for him or trying to pray him into heaven. And that at the end of the day, as an atheist, whatever kind of service he ends up with, he won't know or care about. But that you are doing what you can to respect his wishes. If it's a super big deal, I mean, I realize with your mom's Alzheimer's and stuff, it's going to be incredibly difficult for you or your father to engage with her in any kind of meaningful way on this. I don't care what they do with me when I die. I mean, me
neither.
Part me out.
Give my body away.
Feed the rest of the dogs, whatever. It's not a big deal. But if it's a big deal for your dad to make sure that they don't have a religious ceremony, then I would be in favor of you doing whatever you could. And if you run into problems with your mom, you can always ask your mom, what if dad told me to make sure that you didn't get a religious service? How would you feel? And I don't know what kind of reaction you're going to get from your mom in her current state, but we respect the wishes of what people want done with their remains because it affects how they live their life up till that point. If they don't think their wishes are going to be respected, that increases the anxiety and frustration of a life. But if you think that people are going to respect your wishes, now that's one less thing to worry about. And so if I were you, I would do everything I could to fulfill my dad's wishes. And as long as you do that, honestly, it's not like he's going to be mad at you because he won't be around to be mad at you. And so for me, I'd focus on making sure that the rest of whatever time I have with them is spent in a loving, compassionate way, and that they're aware that I know what their wishes are and that I'm going to do my best to respect the sort of service that each of them wants. My parents are both religious. They're going to have a religious service, even if I'm the head guy in charge. That's what they want. I'm going to respect their wishes, even though I don't have any respect for their religion itself or the beliefs. That's what they want. That's what they're getting.
Yep.
I would have said the exact same thing.
Which is why I should shut up more and let Jenna talk, because I could have had some water. I hope that helps, Monique. And I apologize because we're past time.
All right.
Do your best and be confident and trust yourself. Your parents love you, and as long as they know that you love them and that you're doing your best to fulfill their wishes, they're not going to be mad at you. And if we're right, then neither one of them are going to come back and haunt you.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
It's
too
true.
far into feeling guilty or shameful if you don't achieve what he wants you to either.
Yeah. Also, I realize that could sound incredibly glib about losing parents. I did not intend that at all. Maybe it's a
all right.
defense mechanism of mine.
We've been dealing with the issues with my dad for long enough that while I'm not ready for him to go, I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you're his caregiver. You're around him. You get to have these conversations, and you can look him in the eye and say, Dad, I love you. Don't worry about it. I will do everything I can to make sure that your wishes are fulfilled. But if you want me to stop the entire world from praying for you, I can't do that now. I certainly can't do it when you pass.
All right. That's a good way of looking at it. Thank you.
But
Sure.
hey, good on you for being a caregiver for him. That's really selfless.
Yeah. Not everybody can do it.
I couldn't.
Yeah. I'm lucky enough to be in the place where I can do that, and he's a good man. He cared for me as a kid, and I'm just giving back.
That's awesome.
Well, we thank you for waiting and for giving us another talking point, and we wish you and your family well. And as long as you're doing everything honestly to do the best you can to respect those wishes, you've got nothing to beat yourself up over, because that's all any of us can do is try our best to do what we can for the people we love.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
You have a